Hi everyone, how's it going? I'm sorry that this is a bit late, but if you'd like to check out Empress Justice Tarot daily readings, you can check them out on Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. Also check out my lunar readings on Empress Justice Tarot YouTube. You can check out the full moon reading, the full moon is around the corner, so you might want to check that out. You can also check out the new moon reading. You can also check out the April 2022 reading, all on Empress Justice Tarot. I will leave the links in the description on YouTube. I've got 45 minutes, so I'm not going to waste any more time. The police came over yesterday. I had a talk with them, and I had a talk with the police this morning because of another incident. So before I get to anything else, I'm going to play these recordings for you, and yeah, you'll hear for yourself exactly what's been going on. So without further ado, let's do it.
This is Rogers, a long time ago. When was this? Oh, a long time ago.
This PC remembers me. Hang on.
I think you just... This is Rogers, a long time ago. When was this? Oh, a long time ago.
I think you just don't remember.
Yeah, it's a long time ago because you were singing really loudly and you were out and banging on the wall.
Yeah.
Because you sung really loudly, yeah. So, what's going on this time then?
Racial harassment. It's been escalating for a few months now. Ever since the last time the police came round and said they weren't going to do anything. The harassment continues now. I've been venting online, but other than that, I've done my best to ignore it. But it's just the N word over and over again. And honestly, I don't really mind about the slur. It's not the slur so much that bothers me. It's just the fact that the harassment is continuing. It doesn't matter how many police come over. Doesn't matter how many warnings they get. It's just continuous all the time.
So
I'm just done with it.
So is it the kid that's saying it, or is
it's a combination of the kids and the adults, because the adult actually said worse than that. Because they've been watching my social media entries, there was one video that I did about child trafficking, and I wanted to know how to end that, have a serious discussion about it.
Sorry about that. My laptop came on. Now the laptop speakers. Sorry, just bear with. I'm just trying to do my readings in the meantime while you guys listen to that. I don't know. Should I bring it more to me? I don't know. Should I bring it more to me while I'm doing all this? Hang on. Let me just fix this situation. Then put the Bluetooth back on here. Yep. Here we go.
I remember exactly when this was. It was either last week or the week before. I went into my bedroom just to pick something up, and from upstairs, the mother called me a nonce. Right?
Did she say your name or
No.
Right.
She just said nonce. And then there was another incident where I can't remember when this was. I think it might have been.
All right, so this is the thing about being a targeted individual. When you report anything about harassment, they usually like to leave open a specter of doubt when you make the reports. This is why I've tried to avoid reporting anything to the police in the past. When I was back in London, it never used to be are you sure it was directed at you? It was never that. It was always, are you sure you're not hearing something? All that type of shit. So they always like to leave open as, no, not that. Tell a lie. What it used to be is they used to say, could you actually see them harassing you? And of course, if they're shouting at me through the wall, of course I can't see it. So saying, were they using your name? Could you see them doing it? All of that is to leave a specter of doubt as to whether your story is plausible or not. So already this person's wasting my time. But I'm civil because the thing is, I can't argue with some of the logic that he's bringing to the table. And that's what they rely upon to keep me fucking docile, right? This dickhead's still hollering now. So basically, right? I don't know what they're doing. So basically, what the police officer is doing already is attempting to minimize the claims that I've made. These walls are thin. You could hear everything. I remember mental health were over here, and that little moron was basically spouting off about how she won the situation. So like, the walls are really, really thin. So when they're doing that in order to doubt your story, they're really just setting themselves up to not do anything and to let the situation escalate to the point where I might be incriminated. But I'm going to tell you exactly why. I've got to even this out. Why is this side more than the... Why is it always this side is more condensed? But the whole purpose is to incite violence and basically incriminate me. But the reason why this doesn't matter to me, you'll know exactly why it doesn't matter to me after I've played the rest of these reports. Okay?
Before the mum, it was before the mum said something because it was on that same day. The child outside said, well, we should call her a paedophile then. And then whichever adult was outside taking her to school said, no, you shouldn't say that. That's a terrible thing to say. Well, she's saying bad things about us. Why can't we say bad things about her?
Okay.
So today, she said, the same little girl said, if we're murderers, you're a nigger.
Right.
Right?
Right. And are they saying your name at any point in that?
No, they never say my name. They just call me the nigger or the mad nigger or the fat nigger or the dumb nigger.
But when you say they're calling you it, they're saying it in their own property.
Yeah.
But are they saying your name and
no, they're just directing it at me.
Okay.
It's very obvious they're directing it at me.
I understand what you're saying because it's not... You can say whatever you want in your own building. The trouble is they're not saying it outside, so it's not public order offence, right?
Yeah.
That's another thing that they pull. So basically, they can harass me, they can scream shit through the wall, as long as it's in their own home. It's bullshit. They're harassing you, they're harassing you. What difference does it make?
They're not saying it.
And I understand the alarm is causing you hearing those things.
But they're directing it at me. It's not like they're saying it to each other. Like.
Right, but are they saying your name or the lady downstairs is that?
No, they said basically they addressed me.
Yeah.
They were saying to me.
Yeah. If
you call us murderers, we are going to call you a nigger. They addressed me. They weren't addressing...
Okay, side note. Side note. Saying if we're murderers, then you're black. That has to be one of the first instances, one of the only instances of which there are very few in which that family is told the fucking truth. If I'm a murderer, you're black. Great. You've learned how to tell the truth for once. Good for you.
A murderer in the past then?
Yeah, because the thing is that I've spoken about gang stalking in the past. It's a whole different, it's a really complex issue. If you look on my social media, it explains everything about gang stalking, what it entails, what it involves. So there's 3 quadrants to it. There's unlawful experimentation, there's coercive murder, because a lot of people in my position have been driven to suicide or have been killed through heart attacks and strokes that have been caused artificially. So that's the second part of it. The third part of it is human trafficking, because again, because the thing is, I've been scanned for implants and everything. So if you're going to have chips put in you, you're going to be moved place to place, and you're going to be blacklisted and isolated through very carefully selected individuals, and then on top of that, you're getting harassment to the point where if you complain about it, you're seen as mentally ill or paranoid, schizophrenic, and all the rest of it. A lot of people like myself in my position are wrongfully diagnosed as paranoid schizophrenic. This harassment right here.
Wait a minute. Did you hear that in the background? Wait a minute. Let me play it again. Can you hear the kids in the background? Hang on.
In my position are wrongfully diagnosed as paranoid schizophrenic. This harassment right here is designed to get me in.
You can hear the child from upstairs. It's a good fucking thing I recorded this shit.
Into a very particular situation where I end up sectioned. Because if I'm deemed to have limited mental capacity, then everything that I'm talking about with regards to the electronic torture and the harassment, that can be, even if I'm telling the truth and even if I have evidence in my corner, it limits my capacity to have that admissibility in court.
Yeah.
So they know exactly what they're doing. Like, it's not just the children, it's the mum as well. It's just that the mum is more subtle and she doesn't go around.
Yeah.
I mean, she does go around telling people the village about me and showing them my videos, but she's not going around calling me a nonce. Like, the kids are careless, the kids are reckless, but the adults, they make sure they insult me within the privacy of their own home and my own home, so that there's plausible deniability, because I confronted them about their behaviour last year and they straight lied.
Okay. I know I spoke to you over the phone about it. The issue is, do you have any recordings or evidence that they're saying these things? Because I can't go and challenge them
November,
when it's one person's word against another.
In November.
This is the thing. I do have evidence online. I should have said that I do have evidence online, but that it's very faint. I remember I basically recorded, you know, that mental health meeting that I told you about in which that little girl bragged about, we won. That's on tape. I've got that recorded. That's evidence. I should have said something before, but I was just so fucking flustered. Hang on. OG Ratatat joined. No, it's OG Ratatat, sorry. He says, these people know about all of this that's going on. Oh, yeah, of course they do. You can see it in their face. Raise your vibrations and fend for yourself. Listen, baby. I'll get to that in a minute. Trust me. Hang on. They talk about us on the news every day. It's all on. Yeah. I'm going to get to that. Don't worry. I'll get to it. I'm going to play the rest of the recording.
There was a video that I posted in November, and there were two videos that I shared. I can't remember his name.
What the fuck?
Right. I know it sounds like a silly question.
Sorry, the live paused. 1 second.
But when you say they're addressing you,
Hang on a
right?
sec.
I know it sounds like a silly question.
The only evidence I've really got are from last year. So that's November, when they're calling me the N-word over and over again.
Not true. I have more evidence than that. They use double speech to get across to each other. Learn double speech. I got you, fam. I got you.
But when you say they're addressing you,
sorry,
right?
I've got to rewind this back.
I know it's roundabout.
There was a video that I posted in November, and there were two videos that I shared. I can't remember his name.
Is that the one officers have been roundabout?
Yeah. 1 second, I think. The only evidence I've really got are from last year. So that's November, when they're calling me the N-word over and over again.
Right. I know it sounds like a silly question, but just entertain me for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
The idea. How do you know they're addressing you specifically?
Because they said you. And they
said you?
They were careful to come upstairs and come directly above me because they know I'm here.
Well, because they know you're here because you're in your property. But what I mean is, at no point have they said your name.
They don't have to
the
say
lady downstairs.
They don't have to say.
People harassing you. What are you talking about? It's ridiculous.
Hold on. Let me just get this straight.
Right.
So that my thinking is clear. So it's very obvious that these people are addressing me. Right. Because there is nobody else in that domicile who is black.
Yeah.
Now, they've addressed to themselves as that word before.
Yeah.
But if you're coming in here, you know I'm in here, and
you're shouting it, yeah.
You can hear me in here, and you're shouting from upstairs. That's
and what experiences you've had. That's all. But I know you were looking for a recording.
Yeah.
Have you got any new recordings?
You know, just get this straight.
Right.
Limits my capacity. Just the children. She's not going around calling me plausible deniability. November.
And it's one. Is that the one officers have been roundabout?
But
when you
said you, and they
said
were,
you.
They were careful to come upstairs and come directly above me because they know I'm here.
Well, because they know you're here because you're in your property. But what I mean is, at no point have they said your name. The lady downstairs.
They don't have to say my name. I don't have to say theirs.
No, I know.
And if they've been on my social media, they definitely know what my name is.
I can't stop people saying whatever they want in their own home.
So wait a minute, hold on. Let me just get this straight.
Right.
So that my thinking is clear. So it's very obvious that these people are addressing me. Right. Because there is nobody else in that domicile who is black.
Yeah.
Now, they've addressed to themselves as that word before.
Yeah.
But if you're coming in here, and you know I'm in here, and
you're shouting it, you
can hear me in here, and you're shouting from upstairs. That's addressed at me, and that is harassment.
Yeah, no, and I'm just clarifying your thinking around it and what experiences you've had. That's all. But I know you were looking for a recording.
Yeah.
Have you got any new recordings of any of the noise?
No.
Because the issue I have, and as you know, as you were just talking about,
I actually do have more recent recordings than November. Like I said before, when mental health came over, the little girl was bragging about we won. So I do have like more recent evidence. I mean, like you heard, like it's very faint, but you heard this little moron fucking bragging while the police were here. Both of them, in fact.
How it works is beyond all reasonable doubt.
It's basically about your what word. You can prove.
Exactly. It's your word.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we do sometimes because we can't get convictions. We can't actually deal with issues and crimes because we end up, it's one person's word against another. And, it's not civil court, it's criminal court. And how criminal law works is beyond all reasonable doubt.
The thing is,
so you need that hard evidence.
Record them, but the problem is that phone doesn't take up much sound. That's another thing. So in order for me to actually get evidence, I have to get a boom mic here and basically project it upwards.
Yeah.
And unless I'm mistaken, isn't that infringing on somebody's privacy?
Well, not if you're recording it for an evidential point of you're in your own home. You're not putting it in a communal area outside someone's front door. You've got it in your own premises. So no, that's no crime. That's not. You can record whatever noises are coming into your flat. That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
At the end of the day, what we're trying to say is we need to be able to prove that this is happening. We can't prove this is happening. My colleague said that it's just one word against another.
Because we're not saying it's not happening, but the other side of it is if we go and challenge them and they go, they haven't said anything. Where have I got to challenge them? Where have I got to go with? And that's the thing. A criminal investigation, of this harassment, and that's what it's been recorded as. It has been recorded as that because it's what you perceive it as. However, trying to prove it is another matter. I'm not saying you're not telling the truth. I believe what you're saying. However, from a criminal law point of view, which is what we deal with, I can't prove that this is going on to a court. We have no evidence.
I need to get better recording equipment then.
And that would be my suggestion. You are more than entitled.
How much is that going to cost me?
Whatever you want to record in your own flat. If you
get better recording equipment. How much is that going to cost me?
On it there to record things. That's up to you. It's still in your own flat.
Okay.
What you can't do is go to the front door and put a secret mic. Do you know what I mean, or something like that?
Yeah.
But you can have a microphone in here to record whatever you want. If you're hearing it in here, you're entitled to record it. If you're hearing it through your own ears in a private.
It would have been different if it was just me, but the neighbours are hearing it as well, and they've spoken up before.
So what neighbour is hearing it? So.
All right. So there's a nail bar right there, outside, right? WD nails. And then there's, hang on, so
because there's an Indian takeaway as well, isn't there?
Yeah,
because
there's an Indian takeaway, somebody from there was harassing me at one point because they yelled out one word, but they've also been hearing it, and I feel like they might have made complaints as well. So they've been hearing it, some neighbours back here have been hearing it, so it's not just me making it up. Like, people have actually heard this. They've been witnesses to this.
Well, and the latest stuff with the use of the N-word and those things.
This time they didn't actually. I don't know if they actually heard it, but there's no way the nail bar didn't hear anything.
Okay, what I'll do is I will go down to the nail bar and speak to the nail bar and see what they've heard.
Yeah.
Because they may be our independent witnesses, because they're not linked to you, they're not linked to them.
I bet you they said what they said they were going to do is they were going to talk to the nail bar, and then they were going to come back upstairs and talk to these people. They have not come back upstairs and spoken to these people. So I know damn well they ain't spoken to the nail bar. That's another thing that police like to do. They like to lie and say, oh, wait, we're going to talk to the nail. They don't do shit. They don't do shit. Especially if they know it's true. When they think there's a possibility that I might be wrong about something, that's when they'll go and see the other neighbours. But not when they know I'm right. That's another tactic that they pull.
What I mean, they're independent to the situation.
Yeah.
So that may give us independent evidence to go on. And that's what we want. And that's what we were talking about, the recordings and those kind of things.
Okay.
So is that something you're happy with us doing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. As far as going to speak to the neighbours at the moment, I'm going to speak to the nail bar first to see how we progress with this.
Right.
If we don't get anything from the nail bar and they've not heard anything, whatever. Right.
That's going to be impossible.
But on that eventuality, right?
Yeah.
On that eventuality, what do you want us to say to the neighbours? Because I can go and talk to them about it. Obviously, I can, I can't challenge them with anything.
The last time the police were over here, the woman blamed the kids and didn't discipline her kids. So I don't know exactly what you're going to get out of them.
Okay, but would you like us to speak to them?
Yeah, sure. I just want it to stop. Just leave me alone. Just knock it off.
But 100%, my recommendation to you would be recording these.
I don't know if you're hearing them, but there's screaming going on right now.
It's because then we have the evidence, we have something to go on,
Right.
and actually take this forward.
Because
at the moment, I've got your word probably going to be against them. I'm going to go speak to the nail bar to try and get that independent kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Support around you at the moment, have you got anyone to support you or anything like that?
No, but I've got my family on the other end of the phone, so...
Oh, okay, you're in contact with them quite regularly?
Yeah, and I've got a friend who lives in Brighton as well, so not too far from here.
Okay, cool. When you say family, what is that, parents? Is that
parents, cousins, siblings, so I've got quite a big support network.
Right.
Relatively close, or?
No, they're in London.
Because I remember you saying that's why you moved here. You came from London with a charity, didn't you? I remember last time we spoke.
No, it wasn't with a charity. It was I had problems with the charity.
That was it, yeah.
So I came here.
Yeah, so that's why. But what I can do is I'll firstly go and speak to the nail bar, and then we'll go from there.
Sure.
What kind of impact? I know it sounds like a silly question, but what kind of impact is this having on you? I know it's quite distressing.
Well, it's making me angry all the time.
Yeah, stressing you out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it would. I mean, it's constant harassment.
The noise, because I can.
The noise is fine. I don't mind the noise, because the thing is, there are times where they're just having fun and they're just playing around and they're just listening to music, and it's like, no, I'm alright with that. Just don't bother me. Just stop bothering me.
Yeah, don't say those things, because quite rightly they're quite emotive words, aren't they?
It's not even that. It's just like, what is your problem? Just shut up. Shut up. Why do you need to constantly call attention? It's just unnecessary.
Look, I don't know why I keep saying, oh, I don't know why they're doing it. I know why they're doing it. It's a gang stalking initiative. I know why they're doing it. I don't understand why I keep acting like I don't know I don't know why they're doing it. I think what it really is, when TIs say, I don't know why they're doing this, I don't know why this is continuing, what we're really saying is, we don't know how to get it to stop. That's what we're really saying, because it's just relentless hatred, relentless childishness all the fucking time, and it's draining. So when we say we don't understand what's going on, we know these perps inside out. We know what cowards they are. We know how easily bought they are. We know how easily bought these people can be. So we know everything about the person, through their actions, we know what kind of people they are. So we know damn well why they're doing it. We just don't know how to get it to stop. there's still a part of us that feels like we can take control of this situation, when really from the outset there was no way we were going to take control of this situation. So I feel like that's why we say things like that. But anyway, let me continue.
In regards to doing anything further, kind of, if we don't get anything, have you ever had mediation with them?
No, like I don't want mediation with them either. Like, they're just going to lie and deny everything.
And that's fine. I just want to offer it to you as something else, going forward.
All I want to do is leave. But
the amount of mediations I fucking had. And all that's happened is a purpose sat in front of me and lied. Sat in front of me and lied, expected me to lie, and then they get flustered, and then like the whole meeting goes to shit. Same old, same old. What's mediation gonna do? Fuck all. Don't bother me with that.
Landlord's holding it up. Like, everybody's holding it up, and it's just like, all I want to do is leave. I just want to get out of here. I don't even want to negotiate anything.
So what's going on with the landlord?
I've tried to tell the landlord I want to surrender tenancy, but they won't even answer me. Let alone say, they won't even give me a yes or no, because as a landlord, if a tenant says, I want to leave, like, as a landlord, you can contest that and say that, no, it's too short notice or what have you. You can actually do that. But they haven't even done that. They haven't answered me in any way. So I'm very, very frustrated.
So you just want to surrender your tenancy and go, where do you want to go? You're going to move locally or?
I don't even know yet. I just know I have to get away from this family, because if the police can't do anything, if nothing can be done.
I'm not saying we can't do anything, but I'm saying our hands become tied to a certain extent.
So hold on. You said you can't do anything. Like, how is it that your hands are tied? I don't get the way these people talk. So you're saying, let me put this together. You're saying you can do something, but at the same time you're saying your hands are tied. Well, which is it? That just means you're not going to do anything. Why waste my time and yours?
Much we can do without evidence.
I know,
I'm
but
not
it's
saying
just,
we
it's
can't
just
go
there's
speak to
no
them.
consequences. That's why these people keep carrying on doing it. There's no consequence of their actions.
But there are consequences when we have the evidence, right? Because this is a serious thing we need to deal with.
All right.
However, we can't. Criminal investigations don't work with one person's word against another.
I agree.
Because as soon as we did anything, so we've done our bits.
Classic tactic of narcissistic abuse. Use very rational and very valid points in order to do abusive gaslighting shit. Narcissistic abuse 101. Learn it.
Find it as a harassment. We've done that report. I will write up a report when I go back. Mm-hmm. Feed into part of the history, which some of I know about with us speaking and before coming.
Yeah.
However, when we take it to the Crown Prosecution Service, who are the people that deal with the courts and solicitors,
right,
they will say evidence is not met, evidence threshold is not met. They wouldn't even hear it because it wouldn't even get to a courtroom. The judge would not hear it in a courtroom. We're not saying it's not going on. However, taking it any further to the Crown Prosecution Service to a court, at the moment, with what we've got, and what
you can't do much, I get it.
We can't do that, And our hands are tied to that extent. However, I will go and speak to the nail bar and see what they've heard, what discussions they've had, see if we can get anything from there, and I will update you to that effect.
Right.
If we have anything.
That's absolutely fine. No, I'm fine. That's it.
But I can imagine for you, it's distressing. It's annoying. It's stressful. It makes you angry, like you said.
Yeah.
Because you've got people above you that are saying some very nasty things.
But the thing is, they're kids. It's like they don't understand the weight of the things that they say most of the time. They're just kids. It's the adults teaching them that. Mm-hmm. So it's like, how do you go around using words like that in front of them and then expect them to shut up once they realise they can get some kind of power or elicit some kind of response from that word? Because the one thing that children need is attention. That's the reason why they're saying this. They're saying this for attention. They need attention. Any piece of shit attention they can get, they're going to try and court for. It doesn't matter who it's from, because they're kids. That's what they do. But it's the adults that are taunting even worse stuff at me. Why are you calling me a fucking nonce for?
Yeah.
At least with me, if I've said really, like I've made really huge accusations, let's be absolutely clear. I've said some really bad things. But the thing with me is that this is something that I'm prepared to stand by. Because I'm not just saying it in order to hurt people's feelings. Yeah, I get upset, but I'm not just saying it to hurt people's feelings. It's not even theories. There's evidence of things from the past behind what I say. I'm not just saying it to hurt people's feelings, but these people just seem to have no responsibility for anything that they say and do. They want to court attention, no matter how negative the attention is. And then they expect everybody else to pay for it, and I'm entirely fed up with it.
No, and I can see, I empathise, I can see that you're frustrated, but I've said there was something about you saying they're murderers or something like that. Or
well, again, gang stalking. Yeah. So, like I said, with gang stalking, long story short, experimentation, human trafficking, coercive murder, because there are people who have been in my position who have been murdered and who have died. And things like this, blacklisting, smear campaigns, harassment, they've all played a very important part in getting people killed. People have died as a result of this.
Do you feel like you're going to be killed?
I know I am.
Okay, bye.
Actually, I can't even lie, this is true. I mean, I'm getting electronically tortured every day. Unless there's something that comes in and interrupts what's going on. And to be honest, even if it does, they've already shortened my lifespan. They've pathologically killed me already. I'm dead already. Like they've already done it. So it's like, it's not even, we're born to die. Don't get it twisted, but they've already murdered me. They've already done it. They've already done it. Look at the amount of health complications that comes as a result of non-ionized radiation and directed energy torture. They've already done it. So it's not even that I know they are. It's that I know they have. And then on top of that, with the mental anguish that I'm being caused over and over again, what is that doing to my nerve endings? What is that doing to my nerve endings? The amount of medications I've had to take because to deal with the trauma of people abusing me. It is coercive murder. I'm not making that shit up. Fuck off. I don't say shit like that just to make people feel upset. I got better things to fucking do.
Them.
No. Their part in it,
right,
is not to harm me electronically. Their part in it is to harass me into being sectioned or to going crazy or into being homeless.
So you're saying that's the harassment element?
The harassment element.
Yeah.
They are in charge of that. When it comes to the electronic torture, that is not them. That's someone else.
In what form is the electronic torture happening?
So basically, because it's remote technology, think of it like Google, right? You've got satellite tracking on your Google phone. Basically, it's an app by which you can program and utilize electronic weaponry. You can operate it through drones, you can operate it through like a big machine like I can show you right now. But it's directed energy weaponry and acoustic weaponry, and it's also psychotronic weaponry, specific frequencies that can influence your mood. I don't know if you've...
What is it called? It's the summit effect, isn't it? It happens at American embassies, they say.
Havana syndrome.
That's it, yeah.
So I'm a Havana syndrome victim. And the harassment is a big part in sending somebody crazy, because if you send somebody crazy and have them acting out of emotion rather than acting out of reason, then it's very easy to misdiagnose a Havana syndrome victim as paranoid schizophrenic. So that is their role in that. Harassment, to send somebody crazy and to get a person to act in emotional ways so that if they talk about Havana syndrome, they can be dismissed or diminished, right? So that's their role in that. Yeah. Like I said, I've said a lot of serious stuff. I'm not saying that I haven't, but there's everything that I say, there's weight behind it. I'm not just saying it to make people feel bad, and I know that you can't basically lock them up right now. Because the thing is, looking at the law, right? Because of their intentions are not to kill me. Their intentions are to get attention. The only reason why I've said that is because of what it results in. It's not because of their intention. Their intentions are not to kill me. They only want attention. That's the only reason they're doing it.
But you feel they play a part in that somewhat?
No, they do play a part in it, because if you're harassing somebody to this level and nobody's challenging you, there is no way you're not getting help from above.
Yeah.
There is also articles from, hang on a second. There's also an article from America that talks about this exact same thing. They call it pre-crime, basically profiling people, blacklisting people, ensuring that they're harassed in every community that they go into, and also that they're subject to all kind of unlawful experimentations into defense weaponry. Like, think about it logically. You're a defense systems company, and you need to make sure that your weapons work. And the only way for you to do that is to test it on civilians and test it on, because that's what they're built for. You need to experiment on these people. Are you really going to go around and shout it from the rooftops, yeah, we're experimenting on you? Or are you going to make sure that there's a wall of silence around the people you're doing it to?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No. I see your view and your point's coming across clearly. However, I just want to assure you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not protecting them. There is no one protecting them, as far as I'm aware. Like I said, I'm not protecting them by not going to speak to them.
You can only say what you see, so I get that.
Exactly.
You can only say what you see.
Nice chatting shit. Sorry. He doesn't know fuck all. Either he doesn't know fuck all, or he's one of them. There's no in between on this shit. Either you know the situation or you don't know the situation. And if you know the situation, you know it's bollocks. They're not. They are being protected. There's no way they're going to carry on for 5 fucking months, get away with blue murder. Hell nah. Come off it.
Go and make assumptions, and I can't drag them in based on one person's work, unfortunately.
And again, narcissistic abuse, gaslight using valid points. I'm over it.
We will go and speak to them,
yeah,
and we'll go from there. Is that okay?
With the harassment thing, yeah, do what you can. And yeah, again, I've said a lot of strong stuff, but again, I'm willing to stand by it because I've got years of experience and years of research behind me. So Yeah,
I'm not saying that. And you said about the videos and stuff like that. Have you thought about maybe making them a bit more private so only your followers can see them?
That's a good point. But the thing is, the reason why I make them public is not for them, even though they do watch. The truth of the matter is that I make them public so that other people in my position who might not be my friend yet can see them.
Okay, so yeah, different listeners and watchers and viewers, whatever. But like I said, we can't stop them viewing it and then go.
This is the thing now.
Why are they changing the subject? This is about me being harassed and called the N-word. Like, what are they talking about? What are they talking about? Who gives a fuck about the fucking videos? I already gave up it. I'll let it play on.
Videos, I said, listen, you've got full permission to watch anything on my shit. That includes them. So I said, you've got full permission to watch all of my videos. I'm not going to talk about watching my videos anymore. I'm not going to talk about that. Because as far as I'm concerned, I put it public for people to see. So if you want to play that game of using my videos to engage in smear campaigns, then show them. But show them the entire picture.
Don't show part of the story. Yeah.
Don't show part of the story. If you're going to show my videos, show all of them. And don't try to make yourself look good by saying, oh, I only did this because. No. Because at the end of the day, you heard me saying all this stuff. Why didn't you bring the police into it? If I'm saying you're a murderer and this, that, and the third, why didn't you bring the police into it? Why didn't you bring legal action into it? Why didn't you say stop slandering me or I'm going to sue you? Why didn't you go to the landlords? Why didn't you go to mental health? Instead you're going to do this? I don't buy it.
Yeah, because exactly like you said.
Big facts. Hold on, Fabi. No, Fabi. Wait. Talk the things. Talk the things. Listen, man. When I say a word, I say a fucking word, bro.
If you want to play that game of using my videos to engage in smear campaigns, then show them. But show them the entire picture.
Don't show part of the story. Yeah.
Don't show part of the story. If you're going to show my videos, show all of them. And don't try to make yourself look good by saying, oh, I only did this because. No. Because at the end of the day, you heard me saying all this stuff. Why didn't you bring the police into it? If I'm saying you're a murderer and this, that, and the third, why didn't you bring the police into it? Why didn't you bring legal action into it? Why didn't you say stop slandering me or I'm going to sue you? Why didn't you go to the landlords? Why didn't you go to mental health? Instead you're going to do this? I don't buy it.
Yeah, because exactly like you said, slander is not.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not
if it's
criminal
not
offence.
true,
Slander is a civil offence.
but if it's not true, then act. This is exactly what I do. I tell the truth as I find it, and I take it to the nth degree. I take it all the way.
1 second.
When people lie about me and commit slander against me, they don't take it all the way. They're cowards about it. Take the lie further. I want to see how far you're going to take that lie. Because at some point, you take all the lies that have ever been told about me to their natural conclusion, and somewhere along the way there's going to be holes in the story, but not with me. Not with me. Because I don't do that.
Alright, everyone.
We're going to talk to the now part and see what they've and go.
Hi everyone, listen, I've got to cut this short because I've got an engineer over here, but I'll see you in another recording. I'll see you in part 2. Take care. Bye bye. Take care. Bye.